Hey everybody, Keith Hilson at the Trombone Shop at Schmidt Music here, back with another instrument demo, and today I have something I'm really excited about. So, we've been excited since the summer of 2018. We have been a proud dealer of the Lawler Trombones. So, as we know, these are, super custom, handmade, small bore tenor trombones, have a variety of different configurations. I personally think they're one of the best small bore tenors out there. I think they're fantastic. And one of the things that we've seen really cool with this is that the owner of the company, Roy Lawler, has been doing some really different ideas that he's been playing around with. One of the big ones that I'm really excited about is his collaboration with Butler Trombones. So those of you who have been paying attention in the last year or so, the Butler Trombones have really started blowing up. So these are started off with the Handslides, and now Butler is actually making full instruments made out of carbon fiber. Now, this certainly is a new concept. We have seen some of this in a few other places, in particular the DeCarbo instruments out of Europe have been playing around with the carbon fiber for a while, but this is the first one we've had in the US, and his Handslides and his trombones have been getting a lot of rave reviews. Now, what's really cool about this is that Lawler has partnered up with Butler. So we have a Lawler small bore tenor trombone with a custom Butler outer Handslide here. It's such a cool combination with this here. The carbon fiber, and we will talk a little bit about how it responds, how it plays, but it is so incredibly light, and it is just super fast and responsive. And we know a lot of people have been playing around with this concept for a while. I think that this pairs up really nicely with the Lawlers. I'm going to give you a chance to listen. So the rest of the setup here, I have a Lawler, this is the Model 1 bell stem with this is the Z2 bell, so it's a .022 gauge in his bronze bell, and this is a 500 bore Handslide. At this point, Lawler just has the 500 bore Handslide with the Butler. He is going to be working on a 508, so that should be coming available shortly here. But right now with the 500 Handslide, I'm going to be playing this on a Bach 6.5 AL. Stand out to me right away with this Handslide. First off is physically how light it is and how lightning quick it is. It's one of the things when you first go to start playing, especially again if you're used to even a really good brass slide or even nickel silver slide, this is just so quick it almost catches you by surprise. Like, oh my goodness, we almost have to compensate for how quickly it moves. But of course, the really interesting thing with the carbon fiber is that you don't really lose anything in the responsive sound. It's just a different sound. In a lot of ways, the sound of the carbon fiber reminds me of nickel silver, but pulled back a little bit. It's got a lot of the core of nickel silver. What I find with this, and I did try a couple of different configurations. I did do a little bit of playing with a Lawler yellow brass bell as well to see if that changed a little bit the front of the response, kind of how things centered, what happened to the outside of the sound. And in both cases, I really did feel like the Butler slide, especially at softer dynamics, it got a lot of core, just slightly around the edge, but not in a bad way. There's I wouldn't say a smokiness to it, but there's a warmth to the sound that's really, really inviting. And there's a certain point when I find when I start pushing the dynamics, all of a sudden that changes from a little bit softer on the outside to getting really crisp and clean. You can almost feel the shift all of a sudden when you start putting energy into it. Like now we're getting some projection and some core. And again, the interesting thing is I think it holds a lot of like what we see with the nickel silver or like for example sterling silver bell, where it holds a lot of the core of the sound. It doesn't want to break up nearly as quickly. With it, but of course the effects of that is moderated by the rest of the brass instrument here. It's really, really cool. Again, I think it's a really, really awesome option. There are going to be folks say, I just want to have a nickel silver. I want to have a yellow brass Handslide, of course. But I think it's a really, really great alternative. And I have a suspicion that the carbon fiber work that we're seeing is probably going to be an ongoing project, an ongoing concept we're seeing from a number of different makers as we go through these upcoming years here. So, really interesting concept. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the video here. Hopefully it was informative. You got a little something out of it. If you enjoyed the video, think about giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, think about subscribing to our channel. I'm always trying to create new, fresh content that is hopefully interesting for you. As always, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Thanks as always for watching, everybody.